Now, I want you to check this out. All right. This
Battery 70%. Moto Z3.
this was posted about 4 years ago. Now, you might say, what's wrong with this? All right. I'm going to tell you something. Please don't take this wrong. All right. White Americans are obviously the greatest people on planet Earth. All right. They built the greatest. Well, we built this country, but together with African Americans. That's right. And white people built the greatest nation on Earth. But although they are the greatest people on the planet, they have one glaring weakness. It's their arrogance, that chip on their shoulder. They are so full of themselves that they don't look at themselves in order to decide where their weaknesses are. You understand? There are experts at looking at everyone else's weaknesses and everyone else's problems, but they won't solve their own problems and patch the holes in their own weaknesses, if you can understand that. Now, I said that to say this. Now, these people voted Trump in office, he's our president. We got to support him. You got to support the president. You know, I live here. I'm gonna support President Trump. Um, but I want to say I believe this presidency is a diversion. I think we have all been snookered, suckered, hoodwinked. They're going to distract us with all kinds of things the next 4 years. If you'll notice in the news, there are wars popping up literally everywhere. I mean, everywhere, from Saudi Arabia to the Houthis, Yemen, where else? The Sudan's got a big war going on. The country of Georgia has a little civil war going on. There are wars popping up all over the planet right now, right? They're going to distract us with civil rights laws and police brutality cases and all these types of shit, and gay rights and lesbian rights and all what these freaks want to be seen as normal. And now, if anybody listened to what is his name, the senator from the state of West Virginia, who claims to be a Democrat, but he's really not a Democrat. I cannot recall his name. They posted a video of his over the weekend, and or actually the last couple of days, about 2 days ago. And he said something interesting. He said, it's not that, you know, he said the Democratic Party has left him. It's not that he's not really a Democrat. It's that where the Democratic Party has went, he says he's never going to go there. And then he explained, he said, if you want to be gay, or if you want to be a transgendered person, or if you want to switch sexes and do some crazy shit, he said he will help you be the best that you could be. In other words, he will help you get an education. You know, he will help you better your life. He'll help you where you won't be discriminated against in the world that we live in, right? But what he said he won't do is have you impose your lifestyle on the community as if that's normal behavior. In other words, in our school system, teaching in our grade schools and in our high schools and our secondary schools, you know, I'm with him there. I agree with him. He's saying you got a right to pursue your happiness. The Constitution says that. All men are born with their own inalienable rights to pursue that which makes you happy. But you're not going to teach in schools your perverted lifestyle so that children grow up thinking that that's normal. It's not normal. So I agree with him there. And I said that to say this, that we are being snookered, because I want you to think about this. Who's been hanging out in Mar-a-Lago the last 2 weeks? It's been Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, the two most powerful people in the world who are invested in space technology and artificial intelligence and chips in the brain and humanoids and all types of shit. You know, all you got to do is go on Wikipedia and just put each name in Wikipedia and read the whole shit of everything they're invested in, and you will be fucking shocked the power that those two men have. So I want to propose to you an idea. If you notice lately, all the last year or so, different countries have been putting all kinds of satellites up in space. And we don't know what each country is doing in outer space. We really don't know. This is a private secret group. I mean, these are their own societies. They may or may not cooperate with each other from time to time, but they definitely are not helping each other all the time because they have all kind of crazy shit going on. So I want you to imagine this. We as humans are not living on the moon, Mars, or any other planet. But I want you to imagine if you could have a humanoid, a human-like robot, or any kind of robots, right? And place that artificial intelligent robots on another planet and have them build the living quarters and an environment in which humans could live, grow plants, and survive, or even start, planting the plants now, years before humans get there. Then when you get there, you'll already have plants, gardens, ground. I mean, just think about it. Just think for a minute. Now, that's what I thought about when I think about what people would do if they had the power to put stuff up in space and to just do whatever they wanted to do. So, hold on. Before you discount that, check this out. Hold on.
100 bricks in just 1 hour.
Back up.
A bricklaying robot has broken its own record, laying 200 bricks in just 1 hour. Meet the Hadrian X. The machine is made by an Australian company called Fast Brick Robotics, or FBR for short. For reference, human bricklayers typically lay 300 to 500 bricks per day, with the record being an astonishing 914 bricks in just 1 hour. The Hadrian X's 200 bricks per hour may sound slow in comparison, but it's not using ordinary bricks. These are made special for the Hadrian X by FBR, and they're 12 times larger than standard house bricks. FBR says that its specially made bricks are lighter, stronger, and will minimize waste. But the Hadrian X isn't limited to these special bricks. It can also be used with standard bricks in a range of different sizes. The adhesive that joins the bricks is also an FBR original, drying and setting in 45 minutes as opposed to mortar, which can take 1 to 2 days to set. To compensate for wind, vibrations, and other natural disturbances which may disrupt the bricklaying process, the Hadrian X uses something called dynamic stabilization technology to remain steady and precise. For ease of transport, the Hadrian X is seen here mounted to a truck, but FBR says that its bricklaying robot could also be mounted to boats, barges, cranes, and more. FBR's website claims that the Hadrian X could build the walls of a home in 1 to 3 days, and that each robot could build the walls of 100 to 300 homes a year in the right conditions. Human technicians and operators are needed to set up and feed bricks into the Hadrian X, but once it's up and running, it is fully autonomous, using 3D models to guide its brick placement in the right conditions. Human technicians and operators are needed to set up and feed bricks into the Hadrian X, but once it's up and running, it is fully autonomous, using 3D models to guide its brick placement. The Hadrian X bricklaying robot isn't commercially available yet, but this bricklaying robot is. Meet the SAM 100, made by Construction Robotics. This 3,000-pound semi-automated mason was the first commercially available bricklaying robot and has been laying bricks on construction sites for a few years now. The SAM 100 is primarily used for what is called veneer masonry, meaning these bricks aren't going to be holding up the weight of the structure being built. Like the Hadrian X, the SAM 100 works off a 3D model, but unlike the Hadrian X, the SAM 100 only works in straight lines, with human masons placing the bricks on the corners. The SAM 100 usually works in conjunction with 3 to 4 people, but that number can vary depending on the specifics of the job. The SAM 100 works with a range of different brick sizes, including standard bricks from 8 to 12 inches, as well as cut bricks down to just 4 inches. If you've got a project that requires larger building blocks, Construction Robotics has a machine for that too, called the Mule. The The mule's lift assist technology aims to help construction workers lift large blocks between 135 and 150 pounds with ease. And unlike the SAM 100, the mule allows masons to place blocks with their own hands, just without the strain of having to lift it themselves. While it is likely that the SAM 100 will reduce the number of masons required for a job, Construction Robotics says the goal of this technology is not to replace human workers, but to improve productivity, safety, and health.
Do you believe that? I want to know, do you believe that the goal is not to replace humans? Hell no. Absolutely the goal is to replace humans. Because then you could build a building anywhere. All you got to do is get this artificially intelligent, autonomous systems of things wherever you want them to be and let them start building. Oh, hold on a second here. Hold on a minute. Hold
on. Clone Alpha is a humanoid robot unlike anything we've seen before. Built by Clone Robotics, this machine is designed with synthetic organs, artificial muscles, and a structure that mirrors human anatomy down to the smallest detail. This isn't just about Built by Clone Robotics, this machine is designed with synthetic organs, artificial muscles, and a structure that mirrors human anatomy down to the smallest detail. This isn't just about creating a robot that looks like us. It's about replicating how the human body works. The company is now accepting pre-orders for the first 279 units of Clone Alpha, marking a significant step in their journey to bring lifelike robotics into homes and workplaces. What makes Clone Alpha stand out is its biomimetic design, which is a fancy way of saying it's built to imitate biological systems. Instead of using traditional motors and actuators, Clone Robotics has developed synthetic versions of human organ systems. For instance, the robot has a polymer skeleton that mimics the 206 bones in the human body, complete with articulated joints and artificial ligaments. These features give it an incredible range of motion. Its upper body alone has 164 points of articulation, with each hand, wrist, and elbow combination offering 26 degrees of freedom. That kind of flexibility is rare even in advanced robotics. The real game changer here is the muscular system. Clone Robotics developed something called myofiber technology, which uses artificial muscles that contract with water pressure. These muscles are soft and lightweight, yet powerful. A single muscle fiber, weighing just 3 grams, can generate a kilogram of force and contract 30% of its length in under 50 milliseconds. This allows Clone Alpha to move in ways that are fluid and lifelike, a sharp contrast to the rigid mechanical motions of traditional robots. Powering this muscle system is a compact hydraulic pump that functions much like a human heart. It circulates fluid through the robot's vascular system, delivering the pressure needed for muscle contractions. The pump is remarkably efficient, operating at 500 watts while delivering 40 liters per minute of hydraulic fluid at 100 psi. To manage this system, Clone Robotics designed specialized valves called aquajets. These valves operate on just 1 watt of power and ensure precise control over fluid flow, enabling the robot's movements to be both smooth and energy efficient. Clone Alpha's nervous system is another standout feature. It combines multiple layers of sensors and computational models to control its movements. The robot is equipped with 4 depth cameras for visual input, 70 inertial sensors to monitor joint positions, and 320 pressure sensors embedded in its muscles to provide feedback on force. These inputs are processed in real time by microcontrollers, which relay the data to a powerful NVIDIA Jetson Thor GPU running Clone's CyberNet model. This setup allows the robot to have proprioceptive awareness, meaning it knows where its limbs are in space and can adjust its movements accordingly. The company claims Clone Alpha can perform a variety of tasks. This setup allows the robot to have proprioceptive awareness, meaning it knows where its limbs are in space and can adjust its movements accordingly. The company claims Clone Alpha can perform a variety of tasks straight out of the box. It comes preloaded with 16 skills, such as memorizing the layout of a home, tracking kitchen inventory, and performing household chores like vacuuming, setting the dining table, and folding clothes. It can even pour drinks and make sandwiches, which is a nice touch for anyone dreaming of a robotic assistant. Like vacuuming, setting the dining table, and folding clothes. It can even pour drinks with 16 skills, such as memorizing the layout of a home, tracking.
Damn, wish I could shaking hands, pours drinks, makes sandwiches, wash and dries and folds clothes, vacuums the floor, turns lights on and off, sets the dining table, loads and unloads the dishwasher, follows you around, holds items for you, retrieves items for you, charges itself. Can't read this, man. Equipped with the something training platform. Oh, okay. Witty dialogue. Memorizes kitchen inventory. Okay, all right, okay. I just want to see all what it says it does. Okay.
Kitchen inventory, he claims Clone Alpha can perform a variety of tasks straight out of the box. It comes preloaded with 16 skills, such as memorizing the layout of a home, tracking kitchen inventory, and performing household chores like vacuuming, setting the dining table, and folding clothes. It can even pour drinks and make sandwiches, which is a nice touch for anyone dreaming of a robotic assistant. The robot is also designed to interact with humans in meaningful ways. It can engage in witty dialogue, shake hands, and even hold items for you. For those looking to customize their robot's capabilities, Clone Alpha includes a platform called Telekinesis, which allows users to teach it new skills. The story of Clone Alpha is rooted in the vision of Clone Robotics' founders, CEO Danush Radhakrishnan and CTO Lucas Kozlik. They've been working on this concept for years, starting with smaller projects like a robotic hand and a humanoid torso. These prototypes showcase the potential of their technology, with lifelike movements and functionality that set them apart in the robotics field. The robotic hand, for example, featured a rotating thumb and could catch a ball with precision, while the torso demonstrated realistic shoulder and spinal movements. One of the key decisions that shaped Clone Alpha was the choice to use water-powered muscles instead of traditional motors. This approach gives the robot a softer, more human-like quality, making it better suited for tasks that require delicacy and precision. It also allows for more compact and efficient designs, as the hydraulic system eliminates the need for bulky mechanical components. This focus on biomimetics, designing machines that mimic biological systems, has been at the core of Clone Robotics' philosophy since the company was founded in 2021. Despite the impressive technology, Clone Alpha hasn't yet been demonstrated as a fully integrated system. While the company has showcased individual components like the robotic hand and torso, it hasn't released footage of the complete humanoid robot in action. This has led to some skepticism about whether the technology can deliver on its promises. Building a robot that moves like a human is one thing. Scaling that technology for production and ensuring it works reliably is a much bigger challenge. The company is aware of these challenges, but remains optimistic. The limited production run of 279 units is a strategic choice, allowing the company to focus on refining the technology and gathering feedback from early adopters. The goal is to demonstrate that their biomimetic approach is not just a theoretical concept, but a practical solution for real-world applications. But the applications for Clone Alpha extend beyond the home. The founders envision their robot being used in workplaces and industrial settings, where its human-like movements could make it easier to integrate into existing workflows. For example, in a factory environment, Clone Alpha could perform tasks alongside human workers without requiring major changes to the assembly line. This adaptability could make it a valuable tool in industries ranging from manufacturing to healthcare. One of the most intriguing aspects of Clone Alpha is its potential for continuous learning. The Telekinesis platform enables users to teach the robot new skills by guiding its movements and programming responses. This opens up endless possibilities for customization, allowing the robot to adapt to specific needs and environments. Imagine training your robot to handle unique tasks in your home or workplace, making it a truly personalized assistant. The technology behind Clone Alpha is undeniably impressive, but it's also a reminder of how far robotics has come in a relatively short time. Just a few years ago, the idea of a robot with synthetic organs and water-powered muscles would have seemed like science fiction. Today, it's a reality, albeit one that's still in the early stages of development. Clone Robotics has set a high bar for itself, and the success of Clone Alpha will depend on how well the company can execute its vision. For now, Clone Alpha remains a fascinating example of what's possible when engineering meets biology. Its synthetic organs, advanced muscle technology, and lifelike movements represent a new direction for robotics, one that prioritizes adaptability and human-like functionality. Whether it becomes a game changer or just a stepping stone to something greater, it's clear that Clone Alpha is a robot worth watching. As the first units are prepared for production, the world will be watching to see if Clone Robotics can deliver on its bold promises. With such advanced technology and a clear vision for the future, the company has the potential to reshape how we think about humanoid robots. Whether it's in the home, the workplace, or beyond.
Okay. We're watching more than that. Hey, we are. The world is watching more than that. And I'll put it this way: some of us in the world are watching more than that. There are a lot of people that are focusing on shit that don't even matter. The shit people have been talking about the last couple of days just blows me away because the world is advancing and advancing and advancing and advancing, and sometimes you can live your life in such a way where the things that are going on in the world you're not even aware of, and kind of that's where we're at today. The world's a big distraction right now. Hold on a minute. Hold on.